Hey guys, I am Sandra. These are your hard facts.
Living in the digital age means you're bombarded with information.
The federal government is asking Lagosians.
Speak of House Femi Pajab.
It's getting harder and find the truth, this information. Or to put today's heads into context.
One of our soldiers shot me, Sandra, on my ribs.
That's here. I ask the tough questions that thinks.
The previous election had rigging.
Nobody has been able to prove that 2018 elections were rigged.
I tell you the history behind the news.
Back. I need to give you a bit of history. Zimbabwe got its independence.
I cut through the in and show you the facts.
No, Kayode, I will let you talk. Kayode, I will let you talk if you let me talk. Kayode.
That's the reason why more and more Lagosians tuning in.
507,000 of you.
630,000 people listen to Hard Facts.
They know what they're looking for. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are Hard Facts.
Hello, Lagos. Good afternoon. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili, and these are your hard facts. That fact of the day: President Buhari will present his draft 2021 budget to the National Assembly on Thursday. We're going to be here with a first look at the budget to break it down for you, break down the details, that is. A lot of people want to know how big the budget will be, how much of a deficit we're going to have. We'll have all of that covered for you right here on Hard Facts. Remember, federal revenues are down because of oil prices, and that's why the government ended fuel subsidy. So we're going to see if the government will tighten its belt in other areas as well. Now, when it comes to hard facts, I don't make you tighten your belt. A surplus of good content for all 600,000 of today, starting with the big three. But before that, let me tell you, of course, that you can watch this on Facebook. Area Info 99.3, where we're streaming live. You can also get in touch with us via WhatsApp. WhatsApp is 080-959-75805. On today's Big Three, let's talk about Naira Marley calling a protest against SARS, but postponing it to talk to the police PRO. Then, let's talk about ASUU saying they won't return to work even though government is reopening schools. And then, let's talk about UNDP and World Program launching a 460 million COVID-19 relief program in Kano. Now remember, you can talk to us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM. Our studio number is 0700 993 993 993. Chukwudi will bring you community report as always. On today's Big Hard Fact at 5, we'll talk about the PNID case. By the end of the hour, you're going to know all the facts so you can have an idea of what to expect going forward. I'll be talking to Fikayo Akeredolu from Steers Business and Ikemesit Efyong from SBM Intelligence. You're going to get news updates on the hour every hour, and after the news at 6, let's talk with Rufai, where he'll bring you conversations. Listen to every minute of today's show so that you can play just a minute. But now it's time for the Big Three.
This is the Big Three.
The Big Three
On Hard Facts on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Should Naira Marley have postponed his protest? Should ASUU be striking over IPPIS if indeed their members have been paid? Should the UNDP and WFP be giving COVID-19 relief to Kano before Lagos? Those are the big three. Let's talk. Yesterday, I told you that Naira Marley was one of the celebrities tweeting against SARS. And he took it a step further. He announced that he was going to lead a protest today in Lekki. Told people to come to the second toll gate. And that's where the protest was supposed to start, right? So he told the Malians, his fans, to come out in their full numbers. And we all know that there are lots of Malians. Now he said, quote, so 9 a.m. tomorrow we move. Second toll gate, peaceful protest, no vandalism, no fights, and no stealing. Like a true president. Well, anyway, it seems the police did not want that rally to take place. And not just the police, the youth minister, Sunday Dare. He tweeted at Marley and he asked him to stand down. Dare said, quote, I urge you and other youth not to embark upon any protest. Your grievances are being addressed at the highest level of government, end quote. And then this morning, the police Twitter handle mentioned Naira Marley and said, quote, "Today, Tuesday, 6th of October 2020 by 11 a.m., the Force PRO DCP Frank Mba will be having a live Instagram chat with Naira Marley to answer questions and discuss the concerns of young Nigerians on the issues of SARS operations and other burning issues. Please stay tuned." End quote. So everyone was wondering, Naira Marley? What's happening? Has the protest cancelled? Has it been cancelled? And then Naira Marley confirmed that it had been cancelled. He tweeted, quote, "We won't be protesting anymore because there's a lot of changes being made right now. As a Malian, we will give them a week to see the changes. And if there's no changes, we will start a mass protest." End quote. And then he confirmed the live chat. So a lot has been going on in the field. A lot has been going on with this particular story. So much has been going on with this particular story, quite frankly. And people have had things to say about the fact that this protest was cancelled. But Shad, they went on to have that chat on Instagram. And the chat was very interesting. Basically, Naira Marley was asking Frank Mba questions about what the police command intends to do about the SARS problem. And basically, Mba gave the same answers that we heard yesterday and on Sunday. SARS will wear uniform from now on. They're banned from patrolling and setting up checkpoints. And just like yesterday, he said the police will monitor SARS themselves. But he also added a couple of new things. He said from now on, all police officers will only move in licensed police cars. No more downfalls and unmarked vans. He also said that we have the right to video officers. Now, we've heard that particular one before. He did not say what a citizen should do if the officer that they are videoing seizes the phone and beats them up, but the things that he did say, I have told you. He also said something interesting. He said that the police is ready to recruit 10,000 youths. And I wonder if you think that will solve the problem. Some say he made the right choice, in saying that 10,000 youths should be recruited. Do you think that there's a lack of young people in the police force, and that this lack of representation makes the police fail to understand young people? Do you think that that's what the problem is? Let's start with that. Now, like I said earlier on, Naira Marley's decision to postpone the protest has split opinions. Some people have said that he made the right choice since the police were ready to talk and explain what steps that they want to take. Some other people are saying that he made a mistake because the police are simply repeating themselves and nothing has changed, nothing has been gained. Those other people are also saying that he may have undermined his ability to call a protest next week or whenever next, because people who were gingered about today may be feeling let down. And I wonder what you think. But also, when you call me, answer me. What is wrong with a peaceful protest? Why were the police and Sunday Dare, the youth minister, so against the idea of a peaceful protest, a demonstration? Why was that a problem? Why was it that as soon as Naira Marley said what he wanted to do and said he wanted to do it, the police said, "Oh yeah, come, let's talk"? 0700-993-993-993. Here's Frank Mba talking about that particular protest, and here's what he had to say about how serious indeed they were about what they're going to do going forward.
Computers, other smart devices of our citizens indiscriminately and unlawfully, we are serious about it. For patrols in mostly and without the appropriate tactical years or appropriate police uniform, we are serious about it. When we say we will go after the officer that is conducting himself or herself unlawfully and according to that if we say we will not allow them to carry out routine patrols, we are serious about it. We will say we will not allow them to check and search handheld phones, smartphones, or computers, other smart devices of our citizens indiscriminately and unlawfully, we are serious about it. For patrols in mosques and without the inappropriate tactics or appropriate police uniform, we are serious about it.
That's DCP Frank Mba making that comment. Lagos 0700-993-993-993. Hello. Thanks for calling us.
Hello.
How are you? What's your name?
My name is Peter.
Peter, good to have you on the show.
Why is it? Why is that Naira Marley all the time? Is he not a musician? Where is he protesting for?
Okay. Why is Naira Marley protesting, huh?
Yes.
Okay. Is he not a musician?
Mm-hmm.
Is he also not a Nigerian?
It's a Nigerian, huh?
As a Nigerian, don't you have a right to protest whatever you want to protest?
Why is he protesting for? What I'm asking.
Why is he protesting for? Because SARS is brutalizing young Nigerians.
Okay, good afternoon. Thank you.
Christopher, hello. Thanks for calling.
My Presido,
Good to have you on the show.
welcome back from the Bahamas.
Thank you.
I told Wemimo and Chief Obo that you are in the Bahamas. I just speak with you. Wemimo went, wow. Thank God for Johnny Mercy, my sister.
Thank you.
You are welcome back.
Thank you.
For Naira Marley, you remember the October 1st riot, protest? You know, some people are still in there. I don't think if they sort themselves out. So I want to beg Naira Marley, the environment now is not conducive for such thing.
I see.
Parents, talk to your kids. They should not partake in any protest. I'm begging every one of us. And congratulations, President Sandra. You know, I told you the election in Edo, they should do it for your sake, right? Did you hear that I said there any fight? Did you hear?
No, I didn't.
Good. So they did it for your sake. President Sandra, thank you once more. And for Chinoye, my sister, I'm good to go with you. I have let go spirit. That is me. You know, she complained yesterday.
Oh, you were the Chris she was talking about.
Yeah, she said something funny about me. I said she's making a mistake. She didn't know me. If she knew me, she would not make such statement about me.
Okay, you people should take it somewhere else. Take the matter off my air. Find each other on social media, Facebook, WhatsApp, anywhere. I'll go and settle there, huh? Okay. 99.3. You're listening to Hard Facts. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Our first story is the protest that Naira Marley called for and then cancelled after, the Minister for Youth and Sports and the police got in touch with him. Yomi is in Agor Palace Way. Hello, Yomi. Thanks for calling. Yomi, hi. You're talking to Sandra now.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
So I'm just trying to contribute my bits from what's going on.
Yes. Go ahead. Go ahead, Yomi.
Okay. What I think about the protest, I think it's very right to call it off.
Okay.
Since they are going to improve and change whatever they are doing.
Okay.
So the way forward is we need to ensure, even after the 1 week, we need to ensure if it won't go on up, come back again. Because the way I'm seeing it, they might just tell us, oh, we are going to change. Then after a month or 2 months, they will still go back to their normal ways. So I don't know if there will be a written or agreement. I don't know how that will be done, but this is Nigeria. We need to think very smart about this because they might tell us we will do this today, then tomorrow everything might change. So I don't know if there's any way we can just go about it again, make sure if this is not going to, if it would repeat itself, maybe there are things we need to do to make sure it won't come back again. That's just what I have to say about it. Because I know Nigerians, Nigerian police, they'll tell you this is what they are going to do. Then at the end of the day, they'll end up doing the wrong thing.
All right, Yomi. Thank you for calling me. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir. What's your name?
My name is Patrick, speaking from Ikoyi.
Welcome, Patrick.
I'm not amused by Nigerians' reactions to SARS. I'm not amused at all.
Okay.
I mean, it's not interesting me. Why do I say so? You see, the same people that are calling for the scrapping of SARS, they should brace up. They should brace up. Tie their belt well. I'm living at Owuru. You know Owuru. Shokoya Street, where I was passing. 3 boys with pistol were demanding money from one of the businesses that there. Not an eyewitness, I saw it. So all this scrap this one, ban this one. They will ban more police. Nigerians, when we start something, where everybody out of I don't know how to describe it. Everybody, without thinking, without listening, they should brace up. If they ban them, yes, there are some bad elements in SARS. Yes, but does not call for all this ban them outrightly. Some people are saying, and look at Naira Marley, who I can say, what can Naira Marley tell me? Marley calling for protest. What type of protest? When it's more dangerous than what we want to condemn. Please let them go ahead, whatever they like. This country, I will see how they will manage it, because their emotion is short beyond anything. Let them continue the way they want to run it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. If you just joined the show, I told you that Naira Marley was one of the celebrities tweeting against SARS yesterday. He took it a step further than tweeting, and he announced that he was going to lead a protest today in Lekki. He told his fans to come out in their full numbers. Now, you know, of course, that Malians are legion, right? And so when he tweeted, 9 a.m. tomorrow, we move, second toll gate, peaceful protest, no vandalism, no fights, and no stealing. The police got in touch with him. The youth minister also got in touch with him, Sunday Diary. He tweeted at Naira Marley and he asked him to stand down. He said, I urge you and other youth not to embark upon any protest. Your grievances are being addressed at the highest level of government. This morning, the official police Twitter handle mentioned Naira Marley and said, today, Tuesday, 6th October 2020 by 11 a.m., the Force PRODCP, Frank Mba, will be having a live Instagram chat with Naira Marley to answer questions and discuss the concerns of young Nigerians on the issues of SARS operations and other burning issues. Please stay tuned. End of quote. And after that tweet, Naira Marley confirmed that the protest will not happen anymore, that he's going to lead the protest 1 week later after he and other Malians have observed to see whether changes are being effected. Now, I played for you what DCP Frank Mba said during the interview with Naira Marley at 11 a.m. today. If you missed it, well, here it is.
Computers, other smart devices of our citizens indiscriminately and unlawfully, we are serious about it. For patrols in morphing and without the appropriate tactical measures or appropriate police uniform, we are serious about it. When we say we will go after the officer that is conducting himself or herself unlawfully and we say we will not allow them to carry out routine patrols, we are serious about it. We will say we will not allow them to check and search the high-end phones, smartphones, or computers, other smart devices of our citizens indiscriminately and unlawfully, we are serious about it. For patrols in morphing and without the appropriate tactical measures or appropriate police uniform, we are serious about it.
And there you have it. Talked about all the same things that we heard day before yesterday and on, well, day before was Sunday, so Sunday and yesterday. Police will monitor SARS themselves. Now on, all police officers will only move in licensed police cars. No more downfall, no more unmarked vans. He also said we have the right to video police officers. Like I said, we've heard that particular one before, but who's going to tell the police officers to not seize my phone and beat me up when I'm videoing them, right? He also said that police is ready to recruit 10,000 youths. And I wonder if you think that particular thing will solve the problem of police. Do you think perhaps a lack of young people, a lack of representation in the police force is the reason the police fails to understand young people? And then you have people who are saying Naira Marley's decision to postpone the protest is good, since the police were ready to talk and explain the steps that they want to take. We have people who are saying it's a mistake because police are simply repeating themselves. Nothing has been gained. You have people who are saying that why do you think you can tell people to come out today, change your mind, and tell them come out the next week if things have not changed, and then think that people will still be feeling gingered to come out after you let them down the first time? You have those who have called into the show today and said, who is Naira Marley, to think that he can call a protest? Who is he to begin with? You've also had Chris who called in and said, well, he shouldn't call any protest. If you're a parent, don't allow your children to protest. And to that I say, how exactly is Nigeria going to change if everybody's too afraid to peacefully protest, to peacefully demonstrate, to peacefully say that we don't like how a particular thing is going? It's also a question I'm asking about what Sunday Dare did and the police. Why was it that when Naira Marley said I'll lead a protest, these two groups said no, stand down, don't do it, come, let's talk? What's wrong with a peaceful protest? I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Don't go away.
Stay right here on the Big Three on 99.3 Nigeria Info. This is the Big Three.
The Big Three.
On Hard Facts.
On 99.3 Nigeria Info.
And we're here, Lagos. I'm still asking, do you think the police gave Naira Marley reasonable answers? Do you think he should have postponed the protest? Why did the police and the youth minister not want a peaceful protest? Let's talk to three people and move on to our second story. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, this is Noye.
Noye, good to have you on the show.
Sandra.
Yes.
How are you?
Very well. How are you?
I'm cool. Naira Marley, he said Naira Marley called for protest.
That's right.
See Naira Marley where they protest. No verse, because if I talk now, they say I don't start. Naira Marley where they call for protest, where they break rules for COVID-19. Where they say they no travel, because they travel, can't kill. Sandra. Nobody say Naira Marley.
Okay.
Where break rules. They call for protest.
But if a person breaks rules, does that mean that person cannot call for protest?
Before you call a protest, you would have checked yourself very well. So you go come out muko where they for person. You first come out the big tree where they in eye. Before Mali.
So the only people that can call protests are perfect people. People that we think are perfect.
No, you are getting me wrong. I am not saying that it should be perfect. Naira Marley should check himself very well, and I believe that he that said that they should wait at the second gate in Lekki, he's not there with them. He's in the house tweeting. All the men tweeting on a tweety. See, let me tell you.
So let me understand what you're saying, Nonye. Let me understand you. You're saying that because Naira Marley did not socially distance during COVID-19 and he was at a party, he has no right to protest SARS killing Nigerians.
My dear sister, he has no right. Naira Marley, make Naira Marley not make me vex. I'm never his fans anyway. But the truth is that he that said they should go and people should wait for him there. And let me tell you something. Normally, then that said that a cop from that man should not do that protest again. They would have told that same guy one or two things that he has done that we will not say on air. You know that? See, we could not go there. Now, I beg, just go sit down one side.
All right, thanks for calling us, Nonya. We've got Obi Ruben. Obi Ruben, how are you doing?
Ezekwesili.
Good to have you on the show.
Yeah, nice speaking with you today.
Yes.
Now, concerning the protest, the essence of protest is to force the government, I think one of the last resorts of forcing the government to change some of its policy.
That's right.
And when you outline what you want to protest and you publish it, and the government saw he saw what you want to protest, and it swiftly moved into action to avert it there. There is no need for the protest again, except what you are going there for.
Okay.
So for me, I think that it is right for him to at least wait to see what the government is going to do. But it is unfortunate that those who want to mobilize for social change are themselves the part of the problem.
Okay.
The Naira Marley phenomenon is a bad influence.
Okay.
It's just as if you are just telling a criminal is telling another criminal you are a thief there. It's you, they are the same people. This Naira Marley is a bad influence to our youth. It's not the kind of a people that you should be talking about.
But how do you know that Naira Marley is a criminal? No court has indicted him for any crime.
I am not saying that it's a crime. I said it's a bad influence.
I see.
It's a bad influence to our young youth. There. That is what I am. That is what I am saying. Yeah, because you will not want a criminal to go and hold a criminal there. And that is just on the side. Then another point I want to make also is that it's unfortunate also that in Nigeria, whatever, most especially the police force, whatever a department or this thing that they created there, they cannot ban it again. How many years have we been hearing that police are banned the roadblock? Are we not? Just ban it after 3 weeks. It is just a matter of time to come back. They banned their SARS. It will only go for black market. Now, the operation will go into black market now. They will still be doing it codedly in police uniform.
Okay.
The problem is not about this SARS. That is a very nice, let me say, this agent, or however you want to call it. It's very nice. It's about the system. The guys in the police there, when they send the boys outside there, they are expecting them to bring returns to them. Other than go and return, investigate the matter and bring the criminal to book, that they will expect them to bring returns. So how do you expect them to do that? Do you think that the IG or some of the top of the police, they don't really understand what is happening? It is just because when it has touched some of the few influential people in the society, before you are seeing that all this thing is coming up there. They are beneficiaries. Let us not put this in there. We know it's there. It is the system. Understand? I love SARS.
Okay.
It is we Nigerians that cried before they formed this agency.
Okay.
Let them go out of the street. You will see that even the criminals understand the criminals who are the ones that will be doing what SARS are doing.
But hold on. Yes, we cried, and then this group was formed. But if this group has veered off the path, the reason for which they were formed, shouldn't we cry again so that they will reform them?
What I am talking about, it's not about reform, man. It is a system. And that system is the people that controls it here. No matter, bring the best of the people, let me say, think about the best system, the best agency in the world. Bring it to Nigeria here. There will be a Nigeria factor. When we put there and our people there, you will see that it will play out in such a way that you will see all these things happening.
All right, Toby Ruben, thank you so much for calling. I don't know if Larry is still there. It would be a miracle if you still are. Larry? Sorry about that, Larry. If you can, call back. Let's move on to our second story. We do have 3 to get through today. And yes, when you call, you can still talk about Naira Marley's protest. Should Naira Marley have postponed his protest? ASUU is on strike. All the students getting here. Or should I say ASUU is still on strike, but we didn't notice because of COVID, right? Well, for the students, I guess the students did notice because while school was reopening, there was a lot of questions. There was a lot of uncertainty, and we have some clarity today, if you like. Either way, that's our second story. Federal government is reopening universities, but the lecturers are saying, "Na lizard go teach you na children, because we know they can't walk." So what's the problem? It's still that EPIS matter, or IPPIS. Now here's a quick recap. Last year, President Buhari said all federal employees must be registered on IPPIS if they want to be paid their salary. ASUU said it should not apply to federal universities because they are autonomous. Accountant General said you cannot be forming autonomous for us while using government money to feed. And so stopped paying them. ASUU went on strike. COVID-19 hit. So at one point, President agreed that government should start paying lecturers again due to the pandemic. Now it's time to go back to work. But lecturers are saying, why? Why should we? Why are they saying that? They say that government is still insisting on EPIS and we don't want it. They say ASUU has come up with its own alternative platform to EPIS and they want the government to adopt that platform instead. Government said no way, since they want a system that is completely under government control so that nobody can tamper with it. Now, here's where all of these things, it was probably already funny, but here's where it gets funny. Yeah, if it was already funny. If it wasn't funny before, here's where it gets funny. ASUU is claiming that government hasn't paid them since the start of the year. But government says it's a lie. They say that they've paid lecturers all the way to July, but they paid them directly instead of releasing the money to the schools. Yeah, here's what happened. Remember I said that the president gave the order to start paying lecturers because of COVID. The government told the lecturers to submit their BVNs, and they did. Government now used those BVNs to get their data, registered all of them on IPPIS. So while ASUU is shouting that it will never agree to IPPIS, all its members are already registered on IPPIS and already getting paid salary. So why are they on strike? According to government, it's because the university leadership simply wants control of the money. If it was about making sure the lecturers got paid, the strike would have ended by now since they are getting paid, right? That's government's position anyway. What are your thoughts on this story? What do you think about ASUU still striking over EPIS, even though government has already registered members on EPIS? And those members are already getting paid directly. Do you think the protest over university autonomy is legitimate? Or do you think that this thing is just a simple grab to control money? Akban is in Bagada. Hello, Akban. Thanks for calling.
The woman from Bahamas. How was Bahama now?
Bahamas is in Lekki, so it was good.
That is what Chris told us. Anyway, you have come to and Silas on the line. Welcome back, my sister.
Thank you.
Naira Marley is a Nigerian. The last time I checked, he has the full rights. Whether he broke COVID-19 law or not, he has the rights as any other person. Those people who said that Naira Marley is a bad example, some of us, is it because we are calling radio station, it's not a television or no screen to see what we are doing at home with our wife and children in the streets? So what are we talking here? The same thing I condemn Baba Two-Face that time that they wanted to go on strike. I said no. Have a middle ground. The same thing I'm telling Naira Marley. And Naira Marley did the right thing by listening to the police authorities and listening to the youth minister. Youth minister is the one in charge of the youth. And you know, You know the beginning of that protest, you might not know the end. And that is why you see Honorable Minister Dare put a call to Naira Marley. So he did the right thing. Some people that are condemning Naira Marley is because they have sinister motive to use that to get at this government. So since that advice had been heeded to, they grow annoyed. And whether they grow annoyed or not, Naira Marley did the right thing. As for lecturers, my sister, they have nothing but grief in their blood. If government can register them with BVN and agree to pay you, they are not saying we want to owe you. You want to control the nursery school under university, the water under university, pure water, bottled water, all those micro businesses within the university environment. That's what you want to control, not the interest of the students to come out and be better graduates for better employment. So as for me, federal government should stand their ground and send their money to central bank. If they refuse, we have lecturers all over police college, we have lecturers in army barracks, in military schools. Let's draft them to teach the students and all that. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Akban. Thank you so much for calling. Gucci Augustus Aigbe says, the last two callers on Hard Facts just mirrored the sentiments of Nigerians who feel they are better than others. Naira Marley cannot call for protest because he is a Malian or he didn't social distance. And then he ends that tweet with a face palm. Buzzkill on Twitter says, Nigerian leaders know the citizens are not serious people. What happened to the NDDC probe? It's no longer trending, almost like it never happened. It is SARS that is reigning now. All we have are attention seekers. How will protest in Lekki change anything? Did Lekki offend you? We've got Victor in VI on the line. Hello, Victor. Thanks for calling.
Good afternoon, Sandra.
Good afternoon. Thanks for calling.
Yes, Naira Marley is a Nigerian and have right to protest. In as much as I don't like him, I don't like his products, I don't like what he stands for, I don't listen to his music, but he's a Nigerian. So if he had made that move to protest about what is affecting him and the society in general, I think it's a good thing. After he want to do it, he put in the date. Then the authority called him and said, "This is what you are complaining about. We will address it." Now he gave them 1 week to address it. If they don't address it, he will continue. I think that's a right decision as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
It's a Nigeria first. It's within his right to protest. Then, secondly, they called him and he said they will do something about what he wants to protest about. I think to call it off, to give them benefit of doubt, is the best thing to do. Or else those people calling him to still come out and protest have ulterior motive. So I don't think anybody should condemn him for wanting to exercise his own right as a Nigerian.
Okay.
So, that is it. Thank you.
Victor, thank you so much for calling. I wonder what you people would have said about Fela. Because remember, back in the day when Fela was alive, a lot of people did not agree with Fela's personal life, his private life. Even a lot of the music he made wasn't exactly decent, except for the music he made where he was criticizing the government or insulting the government. So for people who idolize Fela, because he spoke up against the government, fought the government through his music and all of that, how can you not see the parallels here with Naira Marley? Is there even a parallel here to see with Naira Marley wanting to organize a protest? I don't know. We've got John in Ibeju. Hello, John.
Hello.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. About the protest, I don't think there's anything wrong about that. But what I would have want the people to understand is that it's not that we are afraid of the going out for protest. It was because of the same police, and I wish they will include it in the agenda to discuss. If things is going wrong and the people decide to protest, let them not come after us with the gun. Because when we are going out for protest, we are not carrying gun. Look at the protest that happened at the first edition. Some people that were arrested, I believe maybe they are still in detention now. Why do you arrest them? Because they know that things is not good and the people want to protest. They arrested them. Other places, they have a peaceful protest and then made their grievances known. So they should address that issue. It's not only the SARS harassing, innocent citizens. Let us also include that in the discussion.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for calling. We appreciate it. All right, let's move quickly to our final story. Sorry about that. They're trying to migrate us from the system we're using at the moment to a new one. So somebody did something crazy. But our final story on today's Big Three, 460 million naira. That's how much cash the federal government is working with the UNDP and the World Food Program to share as COVID-19 relief in Kano. 460 million naira. According to Sadiya Farouk, the Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, this cash is to cushion the effect of COVID-19. Now, let me give you some other numbers. 1,708. That's the number of official COVID-19 cases in Kano. 1,708. Here's another number I want to give you. 17,804. That's Lagos. So Lagos has 10 times more COVID infections than Kano. We are number one on that list. Kano is number 8 on the COVID-19 list. Now, infections are not the only effect of COVID-19. There was a lockdown. But remember, Lagos locked down before Kano. So a lot of Lagosians are asking, why did this cash transfer, this 460 million naira, why did this cash transfer intervention go to Kano first before Lagos? Shouldn't the state that saw the hardest impact of the pandemic get the most relief and get that relief first? 0700-993-993-993. That's what I want you to tell me. What do you think about the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry directing this UNDP and WFP cash transfer program to Kano? Also, do you think cash transfers can be handled transparently? We're hearing they want to use the ministry's social register as the guideline for distribution. We saw that same talk about social register here in Lagos, remember? Do you think it works? 0700-993-993-993. If you just joined the show, this is the Big Three. On the Big Three every day, we bring you 3 of the biggest stories of the day. And I told you that Naira Marley called a protest against SARS, but postponed it after he had a talk with the police PRO. Actually, before he had the talk with the police PRO. Then I told you that ASUU says they will not return to work, even though government is reopening schools. Now, I just told you about the UNDP program and the World Food Program launching a 460 million naira COVID-19 relief program in Kano. So first things first, should Naira Marley have postponed his protest? Secondly, should ASUU be striking over IPIS if indeed their members have been paid? And thirdly, should the UNDP and WFP be giving COVID-19 relief to Kano before Lagos? Because remember the numbers that I gave you. 1,708 cases in Kano and 17,804 cases in Lagos. Ruben is in Yaba. Hello, Ruben. Sorry about that. Call back if you can. Hello.
Yeah, hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
My name is Abayomi.
Your name is?
My name is Abayomi.
Good to have you on the show, Abayomi. Go ahead.
Yeah. Can I still speak on the Naira Marley issue?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Yeah. I think our so-called leaders really understood the way we youth or everybody generally, most people generally in Nigeria, the way they think. Our mindset is so down. How can I be saying Naira Marley because the thing he comes out on air, do a lot of stuff, and he does not have right to protest in this country? If we don't do it now, when are we going to do it? I could remember vividly the same thing happened during Two Faces time when he wanted to organize a protest, he was stopped too. The Minister for Youth, was he on seat when Two-Face rally was stopped as well?
No, he wasn't.
What? He wasn't on seat. So, but at least he would be listening. He would have known a lot of stuff that this SARS police brutality they've been doing to us all this while. We can't.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Abayomi, call back if you can, okay? Ruben in Yaba called back. How are you, sir? Hello, Ruben? Oh, that's unfortunate. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Tunde. I'm calling from Owoloshoki.
Okay.
For the issue of SARS, please, I want to emphasize in this aspect that the police, all those police or guards, they are aware of all this issue simply because the government employs them because they are capable. But today, if they come out and say Nigerians that they don't know any solution, simply that government should give them and make sure that they bring somebody that is aware of what to do. 1. 2, somebody was emphasized that people be gone in Owoloshoki. Then me actually also, I saw the 2 boys from Feli area using 2 pistols on my place since I was born. Since I came to Lagos since 1989, and we are quiet to the Lucan. Remember, after Wolosoki, then we go to Lekki.
Okay.
After Lekki, then we go to Meduguri. But
hello, sir? Are you there? Oh, no. 99.3. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. What's your name, sir?
Yeah, my name is Ruben from Yaba.
Ah, finally, Ruben, welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I want to speak on the ASUU issue.
Yes, go ahead.
IPPS is good, okay?
Okay.
Because it removes a lot of corruption, especially in the university system.
Okay.
Because the government is not paying you directly. So there's no need that government will now pay a University of Lagos, and the University of Lagos now cost like 5,000 naira from each of them. They now give the rest to these people. So if there will be any blame, they will go to the federal government. So to remove those cuts, that is why I said the federal government said will be paying you directly. Now, the problem that the lecturers have against IPPIS is very simple. Our lecturers, they are not teaching in University of Lagos alone. They are teaching in other universities, private, public, state, all kind of universities. Now, this IPPIS will cut off this madness. So that is what they are against. No, they feel like the federal government, the corrupt government. So let them be chopping their own at the federal level, while the university will be chopping their own at the university level, academic level. And it can't continue like that. And they are saying that university should be autonomous. For God's sake, what does that even mean? Is it not the federal government that created it? Is not the federal government? How can a federal government own a university? I cannot even know how money goes in and how money goes out. Where is that done? Which federal government allows such madness? And they are saying that is it not the government that employs them? In fact, up to now, university is still the one employing staff. Is it not the federal government or a sort of a PENCOM or something, a civil service commission supposed to be employing staff? Why should it be UNILAG employing staff? This is the madness that is going on in the academic sector. That's why we are not moving forward. That's why UNILAG is in the lower 500 or lower 5,000 of universities in the world. Because we don't have administrators running the university. It is academia. What does a professor of chemistry knows about administration of a university? So this is the anomaly. This is the madness going on, and that is why they will continue to be producing half-baked graduates, except for sciences, where there is a little bit of improvement. But as far as non-science is involved, nothing can be achieved. We will continue to be going back to 1975 standard to turn out graduates. Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it. We'll take another call. 99.3. Hello.
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 Hello. Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
This is Ali calling from Ikoyi.
Welcome, Ali.
I want to talk about Naira Marley standing up for some protest
Yes,
about
go ahead.
SARS.
Yes, go ahead.
I like it. I want to talk about, there is a man that called and said Naira Marley is a bad influence. That's bad. It's not good. If you say Naira Marley is a bad influence, definitely Fela is a bad influence. And these are the people that are standing for Nigeria, who can use this opportunity to stand a good Nigeria. From SARS, if this kind of Naira Marley can stand up, Davido, Olamide, and Kwa stand up, they are the people that have many boys, many followers. They are the people that have followers in Nigeria. If Naira Marley can stand up and fight about SARS and this, and immediately the police boss, they are answering to his call immediately. Definitely, if he stands up about the filling station that the fuel is too cost, we will also protest also. But you see, we cannot support people that is standing up for us. We are still against Naira Marley. Say he's a bad influence. Because of what? He's smoking Igbo or what? Definitely Fela is a bad influence. But Marley is a bad influence. Lucky Dube is a bad influence. Because I don't know what we are talking about in this country again. Someone is standing up fighting for us. He's going well, coming well in this Nigeria. If SARS stop him, it's possible for him to call the boss of the SARS himself that, see, and they will free him. He's fighting for me and them. That man that is talking. If you are against each other now, the government will see that the matter is not is somehow complicated, and they will be seeing it as let everybody join hand and support one person to stand a good Nigeria. If Olami
Hello?
stand up, these are the people that have followers in this country, and very good people will stand up, and Nigeria will be a good Nigeria. Many things will change. Thank you. That's my own.
Thank you so much for calling. So I guess it's a situation where we have to ask ourselves, what is more important, the message or the messenger? It's often the argument that comes up whenever President Obasanjo writes one of his infamous letters. People begin to ask, "Oh, how can he did his own things?" And other people will ask those people, is what he is saying important? Is that thing important enough for us to ignore that he's the person saying it? Can we separate the message, the action, from the messenger, the actor? You may or may not like Naira Marley, but does he have a right to protest as a Nigerian? Yes, he does. Does he have the right to lead a protest as a Nigerian? Yes, he does. Will you join him if he calls for a protest to happen? That's a question for you to answer. Kane on Twitter says, we have a celebrity who's ready to lead a protest, something that is going to be for the benefit of all, and some people are condemning him. This is totally insane. We need to put our differences aside as a nation and fight with one voice. The voice of the people is the voice of God. I'm sure some people are scandalized by the fact that you're saying that Naira Marley in a sentence with the voice of God. Gorosho of Lagos, those lambasting Naira should take a chill pill. He came online to air his dissatisfaction before the youth challenged him to lead a protest, which he obliged. So why call him names of all sorts? What's the color of our problem in this country, Seth? Dimobika Chiduluo says, the selection process of the UNDP and World Food Programme must be audited. How did they make this decision? Why that amount to Kano? This looks like another system where nepotism takes the shine. Has anyone told us how much other states are getting? Justin says, see, Madam Sandra, don't mind this government. No supposed government COVID-19 will get one kobo from all that huge amount. You remember what they gave to the very few Lagosians as COVID-19 palliatives? Mbaka Usman says, no need for Naira Marley to protest because IGP has waded into the matter. We've got Adefison Adelaja who says, I feel Naira Marley got a better bargain, but if there's no change, he should go ahead with the protest. I also feel Naira Marley's morality is personal. Morality has to be questioned. Maybe Fela also has moral personality. I'm not sure what you're trying to say there, but thanks for tweeting at us. John Bosco says, for the postponed protest by Naira Marley, I think the speedy intervention of the IGP himself helped matters a lot. No doubt about that, by reaching a meaningful and purposeful consensus makes the protest not to turn up. And the showers in the early hours of today also behind it. Well, it was yesterday that he tweeted about the protest, and it was yesterday that they also got in touch and said what they said. We have Anthony who says, Sandra, when the time for the real protest will come, there will be no conveyor, no date, no time, and no subject. It will be spontaneous, and the police cannot stop it. Tony from Festac says. Tony, thank you for sending that message in. We've got messages on Facebook. Onoha Obin says, what's the reason that they created the team? It's called Special Anti-Robbery Squad, not harassing and intimidating innocent youth moving on the streets. We don't have right to ask a policeman my crime. Rather, they will intimidate you not to say a word. Akimboye Akimpelumi says, first of all, Naira Marley did not start the protest. He saw it as a buzzing noise and then used his influence and popularity to hijack it. There's nothing like Naira Marley protest. This discussion should go to the trash can. There's nothing to discuss here. We've got George Ejatowo who says, if the government is very serious about reforming the police, SARS is primarily our problem. But the system within the police, let the government set up a civilian panel to reform the police. We've got more comments on Facebook. All these people using trendy topics to gain popularity and to remain relevant. Okay. Ijaga Amobi Israel says, welcome back, President Sandra. Okay, thank you. Let's see. I don't understand. Okay. So many comments. My God. Ruben Arrow says, I believe he was paid to calm down because the youth will come out. The masses, youth Malians, will surely come out because they trust him. They'll shake Lagos and they don't want that. We're still looking for that leader celebrity the masses can trust to lead them. That's the thing about Nigerians, isn't it? We're always looking for somebody to do the leading. We're always looking for somebody to stand in front. Who go go? Who go go? Who go go? Oh, you, okay, you go. And then when you say, okay, you know what? I don't change my mind. I don't go again. Why you not go? You won't go. Hey, hey, hey. I'm Sandra Ezekwesili. Let's bring you business news. And then we're going to bring you community you report. Yvonne Ohaifo is right here, right now.
99.3 Nigeria Info. It is time for the business update. Thank you, Sandra.